Welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Danica Lilliland. The message throughout the Eco-Mobility Festival has been to find greener modes of transport, such as cycling. The Freedom Ride and Family Day were held over the weekend, and Riley went to find out more.
From the Freedom Ride to the Family Day that the city of Johannesburg has gladly hosted for us. It's filled our day with a whole lot of colors, brilliant music and great atmosphere. But for those of you who weren't here, let's find out what actually went down. In a bid to maintain the ideals of social cohesion through eco-mobility, participants of the Freedom Ride were treated to festivities that catered for the whole family.
The Freedom Ride's organized by this group of bike activists, and we partner with the city of Joburg, and then we've got some corporate sponsors who help fund, there's quite a lot of stuff that goes into running a ride. Emergency crews, marshals, all the entertainment, the water points. So there's a big organizational team. Well, that's part of the Eco-Mobility Festival this year, the Family Day thing. So the two events were done back to back. It's great for the Freedom Ride. We're very happy to be part of the Eco-Mobility Festival because we like their message.
Face painting, food stalls and entertainment provided a great atmosphere for locals to relax and have a good time.
We live in the neighborhood. We heard the noise and the music earlier this morning, and we decided to test eco-mobility for ourselves and walk here and see how it went. It's fun. It's really good. I love the focus on safety, buckling your kids up, keeping your kids safe, and I think in South Africa it's really needed. There's not a huge knowledge about walking and keeping your kids safe in cars and pedestrians.
I think it's really great that the city's putting on more and more of these kind of carnival feeling events because it helps people to relax and interact with their city and have fun.
It was great.
Did you love the bike ride?
Yes.
The Eco-Mobility World Festival provided a day filled with good exercise, sunny skies and family fun for all citizens to enjoy. I'm Riley Hlakanipo-Sakwe for Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Sky and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation with us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. If you're one of those people constantly on the move, then pockettv.mobi, that's pocket with an I. One inspiring entrepreneur is proving that dressing well doesn't have to end with a suit. This unique business is helping men make a fashion statement with their socks.
If we look at a 2015 man, he's a guy who wakes up in the morning, goes to the gym, has a job or two jobs, has a business on the side, and will go to have a drink with his friends and attend an event. And if you look at his lifestyle, fashion plays an integral part, and your socks will then be the one thing that he considers the most, because that's the one thing that's gonna set him apart. Always my mom insisted that I wash my socks inside out, and to that it instilled a sense of attention to detail when it comes to my socks. But also I'm a very tall guy, I'm 1.9 meters tall, so I've always struggled to find pants that fit properly, and I had to compensate for the gap between my shoes and my pants by wearing outrageous socks. And since then I've been collecting crazy designs and socks and been wearing them. But up until April 2013, when I said, let me turn my passion into a profit, and I started designing and making my own socks. What makes them unique is that they're proudly South African. They're 100% South African. They're made out of the best yarns in the world, the highest quality ever. It's 80% cotton. When you look at my socks, we're telling a very urban and today South African story. It's a South Africa that was imagined in 1994, a very multinational, a very multicultural, colorful South Africa. And we're telling that story and putting it in a sock.
I, for one, can definitely say that I'm not one of those guys who actually takes into consideration the type of socks that they wear. But this particular individual has made me see things quite differently. And I must say, these really look awesome. I might just get myself a pair. I'm Riley Hlakanipo-Sakwe for Joburg Today.
I'm Bryce Nicholson and you're watching Joburg Today.
Transport and transport infrastructure are the lifeblood of the economy. Getting it wrong could have serious effects on sub-Saharan Africa's economic hub, Johannesburg. We found out more from transport economist Professor Jackie Walters.
We're expecting the number of people living in this province to grow from about 12.3 million in number to about 18.7 million, which is a huge increase. And on top of that, if we do nothing over the next 20 years, really, to our road systems and the rail systems and the way we move people around, we're going to have huge congestion. So we have to plan for that. And the province has been very active and proactive as far as that's concerned. We have the ITMP 25, which is a vision for the province up until 2037, which looks at where people should stay, where we will house people in the future, and what transportation systems we need to support them. If you only look at the number of people we expect to live in the province in the next 20 years, they all have to get to and from work. So we expect the work trips to grow from about 3.6 million to about 7 million work trips. Only that is a major concern because our public transport system is not adequate to service even the existing 3.6 million passenger trips. So we have to invest in rail and bus and taxi service, get them up and running properly. We are investing. We have the BRTs on the main corridors, we have Gautrain, and there is the 120 billion rand PRASA investment program to improve commuter rail. But what's important also is like the glue of the systems really to ensure that the commuter bus systems are also functioning adequately and also integrate the modes of transport so we can improve the efficiency of the flow of people in the province. A lot of the cargo that comes into this province comes from the port of Durban by road, and we need to transport more of that by rail. At the moment, rail is not delivering what the cargo owners want, but there are proposals on the table to have a standard gauge railway line built between Durban and Johannesburg. 90% of the international air cargo for South Africa comes via Oliver Tambo as belly cargo in passenger airlines. So we must make sure that the airport functions very well, and there are initiatives around Aerotropolis in that area to strengthen that airport and its economics around the airport itself. But we also have to look at our road system. We'll have to build new roads, but at the same time improve public transport and try and get more people into public transport. Well, in terms of the Land Transport Act, the National Land Transport Act, we need land transport plans which would serve as the catalyst for the development of the public transport system and the freight system and so on. We are behind as far as that's concerned. But what's very encouraging is that the ITMP 25 study recommended that we establish a transport authority for this province across all the metros, and that will then coordinate all these planning activities, ensure that there's modal integration across the public transport modes, but also a seamless public transport system across the different metropolitan authorities. This first step's been taken. It's now called the Transport Commission, and we hope to have that transformed into a transport authority, similar to what you have in big cities like London, Paris, and elsewhere, that looks at the entire area, the functional flow of people and freight. I think the most burning issue at this point in time is really the public transport issue, and we've seen it around with the freeway system around Johannesburg, people boycotting the freeway, the payment system, the e-tolling, because of a lack of public transport. And we need to solve that fundamentally. So I'd like the authorities to move fast as far as that's concerned. This transport authority will really assist us in achieving that. In my view, nobody would lose their jobs. It's a new area of employment. I think from a commuter point of view and people staying in this province, we have to become more public transport wise, and I think this Eco-Mobility Festival in Sandton is a good step forward so we can see what the problems are, and then through that also force the politicians to take the right decisions as far as public transport is concerned. But if we do nothing, the speed of the system will go down from about 35 kilometers per hour on average in the city to around 14 kilometers per hour.
My name is Lesedi and you are watching Joburg Today.
That brings us to the end of our show today, but for more, check out our playlists. That's it from me, Danica. I'll leave you with Jessie Clegg, Clarity.
Back in ETV. Beyond these walls,
There's a place they call clarity, a snow road. There's no guiding light, only murmurs of your heart. Hey, yeah, let's go down the rabbit hole. Hey, yeah, take me to the waterfall. Hey, yeah, go down, go down. Between the cracks, under the surface, you will find me there. Clarity, searching through chaos, searching the silence. You can lose yourself seeking me. Hey, yeah, let's go down the rabbit hole. Hey, yeah, take me to the waterfall. Hey, yeah, go down, go down. Yeah, yeah. Let's go